Hello everybody! So today I'm gonna react to a different video. I've reacted to him before. I have to react to him again. It'll be a little break from the usual. I feel like if vegans were truly honest, they would answer the way he does. Let's just react to this.
I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this video, but one of the things that's really important to me is being able to present a balanced picture. And having done a lot of interviews with people who have been successful on the carnivore diet over the last few months, I wanted to present the other side.
This is what got me the first time. When he said that, I was like, uh-oh. And I nearly clicked out. But, guys, I know you complain about the clickbait titles, blah, blah, blah. It's part of YouTube. Sometimes people like to be a little clickbaity. Sometimes. It's not always about being narcissistic, though, and just wanting the views. It's also about catching attention. They want to catch attention, but they don't always do it, they don't always do it because they just want the views. They want it funny, they want it, I don't know. Plus they're trying to think up a name maybe, and maybe that's what they come up with in the end, and they do want something catchy, something that will catch your attention, and they do want the views, but they also, they gotta name it something. They can't just name it video500.mp4.
So in today's interview, we're going to talk to someone who's had a level of success on a plant-based diet. And we're going to get right into this, but just before we do me a massive favor and smash the like button, and also please subscribe. This really helps out the channel.
Plus it will make people curious, like, I didn't even look at the end of the title. I was like, he interviews a vegan? I should have figured it out. He might seem narcissistic given he really only interviews himself as a vegan, or like he plays a vegan, or he interviews carnivores. But the truth is, vegans are afraid of the carnivores. The ones that are not as soft as you would hope them to be. I think the carnivores are too soft, some of them. I get it if they want to debate, and Bart is willing to be the one to debate vegans, but the thing is, it's exhausting dealing with somebody, because I've been there with people. I just get friggin' like, who asked for your opinion? Like, this isn't a channel for you. That's how I get sometimes. It's like, this isn't a channel for you. Anyways.
And I am grateful for your support. Let's get into it. So you told me you've lost 180 pounds. Yes, I dumped him for eating meat, so now I'm 180 pounds lighter.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine somebody saying that?
He still pays the monthly phone bill though. Oh, you're talking about your ex.
Is he still on your phone plan there, Bellshine? If you truly divorced him, maybe you shouldn't leave him on the same phone bill there. Yeah. I don't know about that, girl.
Yes. How long have you been on a plant-based diet? Feels like a lifetime. Since you were a kid? No, 2 years. Just feels like a lifetime.
Well, you're gonna start feeling it soon enough there, Bellshine. You're gonna start feeling it.
What changes did you see over those 2 years? The big one is satiety. I definitely feel less satiety. Oh, is that an improvement? It's a sign that my body is detoxificating. It's clearing out all the sludge.
Is that a true statement vegans have made before when it comes to, oh, I'm always eating now? Always. But it's just because I'm clearing out things. I could see that because, food pushes things through and all that stuff. So I'm wondering, have vegans actually used that one before? I'm genuinely curious.
Any other improvements? Yes, arthritis. I had terrible arthritis in my hands. Now it's completely gone to my knees.
I do wonder how the heck would it leave your hands and go to your knees? What would cause that? I feel like if anything, it would go from the hands. Like you would still have it in your hands, but then start having it in your knees too. Like, what? Like, is that even possible for it to leave one area and then go to another? I don't know.
Sorry to hear that. Oh, not at all. I don't walk around that much anyway, and now I can use my arthritis-free hands for all that important texting and Instagramming that I have to do. What kind of stuff do you put on Instagram? I share pics of all the things I cook.
Did you forget about probably all those vegan protests you go to there, Bellshine? Do you go to vegan protests? Or is the 2 years, has that all it's taken? Now you're so tired you can't even go. What about your little protest there, Bellshine? You're supposed to go to protest, girl. Fight for animal rights.
What does a day's eating look like for you? I do 7 mad. 7 mad? That's right, 7 menus a day. Menus? Do you mean meals? No, menus. You see, you have to make sure you don't get hungry in between. Can you describe a normal day for you? I wake up first thing in the afternoon. Hopefully the kids have got themselves off to school, but if they haven't, they are going to be an absolute...
Oh, Bellshine. Do I have a lot to say about this?
nightmare. How?
I didn't let it finish. Bellshine, you're a horrible mother. Shame on you. Your kids should not be left to their own devices. They're not going to want to go to school. They're not going to go to school just because, they're not going to, they're not going to want to go to school. If you're going to stay home and sleep all day, then I know this is a parody, but that's kind of why that accent's starting to come out. Like, because I know it's kind of a parody, like when I pick on people, but just for fun, that's where the accent's coming from. I don't know why I do it. I don't even really think about it till I do it, but yeah.
How old are they? 7 and 5, great kids, but they never shut up. They're always like, Mummy, we want more food. And I'm like, what about my food? Stop just thinking about yourselves. Selfish.
Bobby's perspective back when he reacted to vegan content, that reminded me when he said that part, when he did that, when he had her go, what about my food? Selfish. When he did that, it reminded me. So Bobby's perspective, I'm pretty sure he still has it up there. It's about, what was her name? What was her name? Madeline Olivia. Excuse me. And the video, there was one point where she was getting food ready or something, and her husband or boyfriend or whatever he was, he digging into the food a little bit because he was, I guess he was hungry. She's like, no, make it yourself. Get your own. This is my food. This is mine. No, something about strawberries. Like, these are my strawberries. You get your own, or something like that. I don't remember, but it was something like that. I'm thinking, wow, woman. That's what that reminded me of there.
So you wake up and then what? First round of Pop-Tarts, 1 each for the kids if they're still home, and 4 for me. Is that a...
Bellshine clearly hasn't learned her lesson because I keep telling her, trying to tell her in the comments, hey, you can't live on Pop-Tarts. There's no protein in Pop-Tarts, especially if they're vegan. If you are buying the gelatin ones and you don't realize, Bellshine, ooh, you're gonna get in trouble with the vegans. You're gonna get in trouble with the vegans. It better be vegan gelatin. Or you better just come out and say you're not vegan, is what I was trying to say there. You better come out and say you're not vegan there, Bellshine, if you're buying the gelatin ones. The real gelatin ones. I don't get this whole, like, just in general, I don't get this whole fear of gelatin and bone marrow and stuff like that. I don't fear it. I never did. I thought it a bit weird, maybe at first, but I never feared it because when you really think about it, you hear in a lot of nature documentaries animals breaking apart the bones and eating from the marrow and slurping it up. Like, what makes humans different? Like, just the fact we don't eat marrow? We're just told not to eat marrow. Doesn't mean we don't have to. It probably means we should, or at least try more often. If you don't want to eat marrow, fine, but you shouldn't. Don't like judge somebody just because they like the marrow. They like to make broth with the bones and use the marrow, and like, I'm sick and tired of this fear mongering and these weird, oh, don't eat that pink stuff because that's the marrow, blah, blah, blah. You cook it, okay? Boil the bones. There you go. You got the bones dissolving. If you cook it long enough, the bones will dissolve. You got that marrow. Ooh, baby. I should get into bone broth again. The only thing is, I don't cook myself because, my blindness. And I can't have my support worker over for 12 hours. That ain't happening. I gotta figure out a way to get bone broth. I don't really want to buy it online because, I don't know, I'd rather my mom make it for me so that I know what's in it. Because I know what she puts in her bone broth. I know what she puts in it. I know it's safe, it's well prepared, there's nothing weird in it. Like, you don't even know what Kettle and Fire puts in. There could be some small print there, you don't know. I'm not bashing Kettle and Fire. If you like it, do it, but anyways.
Nutritious meal as a breakfast for the kids? Mate, the nutrition label is a mile long. Of course there's nutrition in it.
It's only so that you won't completely die, Bellshine. It's not for actual nutrition, girl.
And then how does the day unfold? First, if the kids are still home, then I tell them to get to school.
What do you tell them if it's a weekend? You forgot that part. Vegan brain fog setting in very early for you, huh?
Then it's time to make my next meal, which is a tofu salad.
This one makes kind of no sense, but it's also funny. Like, are there vegans out there that do this?
Lettuce, tomato, tofu. No, just tofu.
What about vegan mayo and some bread there? No, just tofu? How is that even considered a salad then there, girl? That'd be like me saying I made myself a beef salad. Or chicken salad, rather. And then it'd be like, oh, so like tomatoes, cucumber, chicken. No, just chicken. That's not a salad. That's not even a chicken salad. And a beef salad wouldn't just be beef. It's just beef. That's all it is. So I think you got something going on with your brain there, Bellshine. You gotta start eating some animal fat again there, girl. You gotta start eating some animal fat because you're not doing too good.
When is your last meal of the day? Once I go to bed, I have a couple of strawberry Pop-Tarts. That really fills me up. That makes sure that I don't wake up mid-morning feeling hungry.
She didn't. It's weird because she didn't say what her Pop-Tarts were in the morning. A couple of strawberry Pop-Tarts. You sure that's enough there, girl? Because last I checked, that's pretty much basically sugar. No, I don't think there's any fat except for the gelatin, and even then, I don't know, girl. Wouldn't you wake up mid-morning? How would you? Wow, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know.
How's your digestion? Regular as clockwork, once in the morning and once in the evening. It's awesome. It's kind of consistency-wise, it's kind of like a long boa constrictor.
You know that's how Dr. Stephen Gundry wants your poop to look? Isn't that horrific? I have respect for him in that he's against lectins, but that? Ugh. Why? Why? Just why would you want that much coming out of you? We aren't the same as a gorilla. We don't have the systems to break down that much fiber. If you want to eat fiber, fine, eat fiber, but you can't eat that much fiber. You're going to wreck your stomach if you haven't already done that. The people out here, you guys, you keto people that are eating 7 to 10 cups of veggies a day, yes, I'm talking to you, Eric Berg. Yes, I'm talking to you. Stop listening to that. This is the same guy who tells you to eat lemon seeds and lemon peels. He's nuts. And he's got a whole other thing going on. Look him up. Look up Eric Berg, okay? Look him up. You're going to find other stuff going on with that too. So, if you don't follow Bart K kind of covered this, but he didn't really make it as clear to me as someone else did. Someone interviewed a guy that was claiming to be his son. I don't know if the guy was adopted or not, I guess. I don't know, but he's got a whole different last name. Maybe they gave him a different last name. Maybe he took I don't know. But my point is, look that up. And then you'll see he's nuts in all areas. Keto is the crap he wants you to eat. Never mind all the supplements. The supplements is a whole other gig too. But just the insanity. The amount of crap. Don't be listening to these people telling you to eat highly plant-based keto. Don't be listening to these people, because your system is going to say, nope, nope. And then before long, your bowels are literally going to explode, or you're going to end up having a doctor go in and gouge them out. Which one do you want? Neither sound good to me. I'd rather not eat the plants. Or eat the very bare minimum that I can handle.
And when you're not preparing
And I don't eat very much.
or eating your meals, how do you spend your day? Nintendo Switch, usually. You
No wonder you feel so good on your vegan diet. You're not actually doing anything, Bellshine.
said you've been vegan for 2 years. Were you eating the standard American diet before?
I love how in this part, like, she gets really offended.
Excuse me, why does it have to be all about America all the time? I'm on the standard Australian diet, thank you very much. Fried dim sims, potato cakes, and hot chips. And if I get thirsty, I wash it all down with a frozen Sunny Boy.
Sunny Boy sounds like Sunny D to me. If anyone knows what Sunny Boys are, none of my subscribers really show themselves. So I don't know where any of my subscribers are coming from. But I need to know what a Sunny Boy is.
And what made you decide to go plant-based? I saw a talk one day by Michael Greger, and I remember thinking to myself, I hope I never have to go out with anyone that looks like that. But then Garth Davis got up to talk, and I thought, if he can do plants, I can do plants too. And so if someone was thinking about starting a vegan diet and they spoke to you, what would you tell them? Don't do it. I mean, take your time. Start your cleaning. And now that's not a euphemism. I'm being serious. Clean out your spare room because you're going to need that to store all your kale.
Do you mean growing it? Belshon, you don't even eat kale. You just sit there and eat Pop-Tarts and tofu all day. What kind of diet's that there, girl? You might want to clean up your diet. Whole Foods plant-based, remember?
Final words? There are a lot of people out there today that'll try and scare you by talking about things like oxalates. Listen, it's all BS. You don't have to worry about any of it. You never ever have to eat an ox on a plant-based diet, especially one that's late.
This is the best part.
Are you laughing at me? Are you laughing at me? That's it. I'm ending this interview right now. Where's the end button? So I can't just hang up. Where's the end?
I love this guy very much. I love him so much. I know I don't mean in a perverted way, so get your head out of the gutter. People who love to do that. Oh, you kiss the carnivore's butts all day long. Because I've been on the other side. I'm actually... I don't have feelings for people that... I need to meet a person and actually get to know them in real life and know their... Look, I've never reached out to these people on social media. Never. Okay, there was this one time I reached out to this one woman. This was like, what? I was probably still a teenager back then, okay? I reached out to this one woman. I'm like, I really like your voice, and I wanted to talk to her about Hawaiian stuff because I was into the Hawaiian language at the time. Never got a response back, and I thought, well, I didn't give it much thought. I didn't keep trying to email her because I was like, you know what? That was probably not a good move on my part, but I didn't, you know. I didn't really want to email her because I'm like, maybe she thinks I'm just a scammer. I'll just act like it never happened. So after that, I never reached out to anybody. I don't reach out to people in real life. I don't. Oh, and there was one time I reached out to somebody, hey, you might want to, take some kind of precautions because this guy could literally hunt you down, and I fear for your safety. That was all I did. I didn't even tell her, like, I didn't give her a location. I didn't, that was it. Like, I don't usually get involved with people like that. I don't usually, that was only 2 incidences. But somebody like a vegan, I'm not going to, look, if you're going to try and strike me, by the way, which the carnivores won't. I know the carnivores won't. If you're going to try and strike me, just to try and hush me up, listen here, people. Using that system, when you put your stuff up publicly, and this goes for any community that you're a part of, you put your content out there on a public platform for everyone to see, regardless of what country they're in, what language they speak, whatever, right? So, fair use. And if you want to strike me, I'm not giving you my freaking information. I'm not going to. Do not, you know what? I might try to get a lawyer on my case first if that ends up happening. I don't know how much that will cost me. I definitely don't have the money to pay for one right now, I don't think. But anyway, so don't risk that on me because once I get a lawyer on the case, if you try to strike me, I'll be sending I'll be sending you the information to my lawyer, and then they'll be looking at it. And the lawyer will, because YouTube is very soft themselves lately. They like to strike anybody who goes against, who they don't even say anything bad. They just say something that slightly disagrees, right? I'm sick of this socialist crap. But anyways, I'm getting way off topic. But the point is, I love the carnivore. I love this guy in particular. I love his content, really is what I should be saying, so that people can get their minds out of the gutter. I love his content so much. I love his parodies. I love his Belshine character. She is so funny. And subscribe to Belshine and Dave, please. This is a really great channel. I love it. I will never stop watching their content. And I say there because Belshine's a woman. And Belshine, you might want to get off your Pop-Tart diet. Maybe you might want to try out some whole food plant-based. Go a little whole food plant-based. Try to follow your own advice and the advice most vegans give. Okay, you want to be the healthiest vegan you can be, right? Well, go whole foods plant-based, there, girl. Although I worry you might start going down the fruit train, and then the fasting, and then you're gonna get into some serious trouble there, Belshine. Anyways, maybe we should start a fund for Belshine. Maybe, just in case. I'm kidding. Anyway, guys, let's end this here before I run this thing out and fill my phone up with, unneeded memory. Okay, bye, guys.